Hello, chat. Oh, my knee's bent. Where am I set to? There you go. Those are my knees are bent. Oh! Howdy, howdy, howdy. You fixed the bug. No more weight painting problem. Ooh, a 19. Fun! That's a fun number. How are y'all doing? Are y'all having a good day? Waddle, 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 waddle. You're boiling? That's a mood. Doing good. I'm alright. Excited to RP. Let's go. We're going straight in. Straight up. Our block is finally gone. Ooh, yippee! No more art block. I just want to know, by the way, Finley does. If you're thinking Finley looks a little worse, that's because Finley is, in fact, looking a little worse. I won't gaslight you. It's been a week. No, he's not sick. He's very sad. He's sad. His boyfriend's gone. Boyfriend missing. Concern for boyfriend. So putting no effort into appearance and not sleeping very much. He's also putting very low effort into socializing. He's kind of just low effort in general right now. Depression, Finley. No, I would deny your imagination. They didn't even put their hair up. His hair is not up. His eye bags are worse. The nice thing is, the weight painting is good now. I fixed it. That is an improvement. Now I can move my arms without my shoulders popping out. Finley is like at the point where he's not even caring about the fact that these little slides, like, they look like they're made of silk. He's walking around in dirt in them. He doesn't even care. Like, oh my god. Finley. At least care about your nice clothing. Walking around in the dirt. In nice little slippies. Ugh. He doesn't have prestidigitation. He doesn't know it. It's not a spell he's aware of. He's hiding those scandalous shoulders. Exactly. How could he? He's still showing collarbone, but you know, at least the shoulders are hidden. I think this is the most, like, covered up Finley has been since the AA days. I think this is the most covered up Finley's been. There's one nice benefit though. I have added the IPID. It's not an iPad, it's an IPID. And I added no, it has a book on it. Wonder if y'all be able to figure out what the book is by just the chapter 1 reading. I won't tell you yet. It's a very popular book, so I'll be curious to see if you can figure it out. It's a very popular book. I thought it was fitting for Finley being in a bad mood. Or an unfortunate mood. For him to just be reading instead. I don't think he's got the creative juices in him. So there's a book on the tablet now for Finley. Because I don't think he could have the creative juices so much. And I've been getting more into ebooks lately because they're cheaper and I don't have money. But I like reading. And books are like $20, while ebooks are like $5. So I put an ebook on Finley's model. And I'm curious if y'all will be able to figure out what it is just by reading, just by the, like, chapter 1 section, because it's a really popular book. Curious if I have any book enjoyers in my chat. Eh? Me? Oh, and he's like, not sure if he's... Did he sneak up here? Did he sneak up here? Eyes?
Oh my god. Hello.
Did no one notice you come in?
I was here before. A little bit more. I'm sorry about not calling. Going fried.
I figured out that much. I didn't, um, expect to find you here.
Yeah. I had to figure out how to get out quietly. That took a while.
I don't think, uh, quiet is your...
No, it's not.
Mm,
Okay,
what? Hmm?
look up. I want to see you.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not?
I don't look... I haven't been trying.
You look pretty as ever. Love the hoodie. Looks very comfy. Yeah.
I guess my theory wasn't entirely wrong.
Depends on what you think was right.
Mona.
If you want, we can go to a location a little more complicated than you have, but technically not incorrect. We can go to a location. We could. As everyone here, you deserve to know.
I also have to tell you something.
Okay. We do that in a less trafficked place because usually people are like standing over.
Mm.
Okay.
I was trying to cover patrols for you.
Deputy took over.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Wolfram didn't step up.
I, I didn't really talk to him much.
That's understandable. It's not your job. It's his.
Mm. I didn't really talk to anyone much.
Yeah, understandable. I've been mostly passed the fuck out for the last. God, how many days has it been? How many days has it been?
Over a week?
Okay. That's longer than I thought.
Yeah. I don't know exactly when it all happened, but it's been a little over a week. Maybe 10 days? Maybe more.
Hmm. We had a private conversation up there. I still don't know how they got up. Without climbing. I guess I climbed. I could just jump. It's a good spot to have a private. You want to hold hands? Okay. Once we get to a secure location, then I'll talk to you about it. And you can tell me what's on your mind. Outside of the obvious.
Well, less what's on my mind, more. I might have made a misstep.
Okay.
And by might, I mean definitely did make a misstep.
Okay. I never tried to have a private conversation in this place before, and then just realizing how actually difficult. Do you think this is a good spot? Technically, the only way to get up is there.
It's not the most open, but I think it's fine.
Okay, let's sit right here. You just notice the slippers.
I, I said I haven't been trying.
That wasn't a criticism. I just like them.
Oh. Sorry.
You're okay. Okay. I'm gonna start with mine, then you can start with yours, because I'm assuming yours is related to mine in some capacity, or did you mess up in some other way? Okay. So, you remember when I told you I had a gift for Mona?
Yes.
Well, I have figured out how to make the ghost food, which is really interesting, by the way. I'll break it down later. But I made her sushi, which was her favorite fact. Before I continue, do you understand what ghosts are?
I do.
Did I explain that to you?
I
Yeah,
kind
that
of.
they're beings of emotion.
I somewhat. I'm figuring it out as you're talking.
Yes. I'll explain it a little more, even though I'm pretty sure you probably understand. But it helps with the thing that's about to happen. Um, Ghosts are essentially spirits or beings of emotion trapped in a single moment, usually the cause of death. Okay, and they embody that emotion, so it could be despair, malevolence, admiration, etc. That type of thing. They experience that emotion constantly. They experience the moment over and over. They are made of that. So, malevolent spirits in particular have a hard time not being what they are. The fact that Mona is around and has made guilt is a testament to her own self-control because she is a banshee. But that being said, me giving her such a gift triggered a reaction. A reaction she wholly regretted. I do not blame her.
I don't think you do.
Say that again.
I don't think you do.
Hmm.
If I did, I would be a lot more angry. And at some
Hmm.
point, I might be angry, but I'm not right now.
I think it's 100% reasonable to be angry. And it's okay. But I hope in that anger you understand why I feel that way. And that as much as she has caused a lot of harm, it was not her intention.
Do you have any idea how many years you lost?
Uh, I feel tired, but I can tell that tiredness is from the drain part of it, not the other part. If I was gonna hazard a guess, probably more than 5 years, probably less than 10. So probably low park at maybe 35, 44, around there. I'm low parking it.
Oh, okay.
Mm. You come here. I want to hug you. Very nice to see
It's good to see you too. I I was worried.
you. Could have
Y-
contacted you sooner, but
I'm not gonna blame you for that. You couldn't have known.
I will say, and I know that you know this because I don't really need to tell you right out loud. What transpired is on a need to know basis.
I've been trying to keep people from looking any further into it.
Good. Way over their heads very quickly. Good.
Um, though admittedly that wasn't just because I thought maybe Mona was involved. That was I messed up.
Okay. You just tell me.
When I found out that you were missing, I was concerned. And then they told me that all the power was out and the glass, and I was worried something big, crazy happened.
Mm,
So
technically not wrong. I'm just,
I went to try and find you.
ah,
And
okay.
I asked some of the emergency responders if they'd seen you. I showed them a picture of us. But
Oh,
that wasn't
okay.
that bad of a problem until I found out. Um, one of the police that were there wanted to ask me questions, which didn't seem like a problem as long as I didn't get, give them any information I thought was bad. But
Oh,
I didn't realize there were enforcers there.
there were to
And
be enforcers there.
one of them wanted to talk to me. And made it
Did they hurt you?
no.
Okay.
But I tried to use a spell to get away.
Caught you in there. Okay.
I
Did I
got a
not pick you up and put you in front of me for a second? It's okay. Which one?
um I'm struggling to remember her name right now. Um
Her. And there was a dog.
big female um short hair kind of uh I think it
Red.
was yeah.
God, of course it would be fucking her. Okay. You're very unlucky.
I got away. I don't
Yeah.
think they expected me to turn into a bird.
No. Transmutation or being able to transform is not exactly common, so no. They probably thought you were some type of low grade mage that was trying to get out of the situation.
I was hiding my fangs, so I
Yes.
don't know if she
That's
knows
good.
where I am or not.
All enforcers are trained in the supernatural. So they probably have a list of things that you are, and vampire is on that list, but not.
Mm.
There are a lot of things you technically could be with the information that
I didn't realize
that's okay.
that the enforcers were related to her family.
Yeah.
I also didn't know that they looked like that. I kind of just thought maybe
I
they were like uh, ghost busters or something.
Technically they are, but then that's not all that they are.
I mean more like a low grade. Uh, don't even know that much. Maybe they haven't even seen a ghost, kind of thing.
No. I am sorry. Should have told you more. I honestly thought that they were behind me. And chances of it becoming an issue were low. Wishful thinking on my part. I'm sorry, that must have been very scary. Especially the blood fury. Clear, soft, kind.
I was more scared for you.
Yeah.
If I really
When
wanted to, I probably could have fought them, but I didn't want to do that.
that
That only kind
probably
of
could have,
causes
knowing how strong,
more problems
more.
for you.
Yes, because it would have caused. Yes, but it would have caused more issues because you would have been fighting 5 against 1 normal team. Then it would have been 10 against 1, 15 against 1, 20 against 1. Yeah. I have no doubt that you could have handled at least a couple that it would have done.
I just didn't want to cause you more trouble.
No. Technically speaking, all you did was, I guess, give them more information. I was already in trouble. They would be able to figure out that my place was a focal point. A lot of my hard work kind of just went in that moment. I worked very hard to be able to separate myself from them without arousing suspicion.
Mm-hmm.
To them, I was just retired. Now they know that's not the case, so be a lot more careful.
I didn't tell them anything about here, and all I gave them for my name was Finn. So
Hmm.
all they
Okay, that's good.
really have is my face. That they know what I look like.
Description could be worked with, especially as in summary. They have a picture of me, obviously, but they know what I look like.
I
After
assume
everything went
you
down,
have the cats.
yes, they were on display. Right?
I did look. I didn't
They're
hear them
very smart.
mention
They
any animals, so
Yeah, they're very smart and they know how to get around. Thankfully. Um, After everything went down, Nona helped me get to her place. Panic. But I took the finger. I was able to manifest around me. Had it with me. So she was helping me because not able to really fight. I was very tired. Thankfully, we managed to slip away. Very complicated, a lot of things.
Do you think it's safe for me to go back to the burrow? I mean,
Right now, you probably what you would if you wanted to go back to Bro. You would need to physically change your appearance, like eye color, which you could do with illusion easily. Presumably. Um, you would have to. I would have to get you in contact with certain groups that are not very much in favor of the dynamic. I was hoping not to talk to them, but and hide essentially. Problem is though, you're not an orc.
I could
A
try
half
and
elf living in the
make
burrow is a
myself
little
look like a half orc.
half orc, half elf would be better. To explain your height.
I can do that. What about you?
I don't think I can show around the burrow for a little while. We would have to figure out a situation. Thankfully, not thankfully, it's actually horrible. Thankfully, with the collapse of the infrastructure, they don't have as many resources as they normally. Not like they can plaster my face on me. Good old fashioned wanted posters. Wanted for questioning and connections, but probably gonna spin it as like, I'm like,
So, so where are you gonna go?
that I haven't figured out. Right now I've been staying in Mona's place, but I don't know the best place because they could figure out who it was. The entity. They would probably and if they figure out it's her, then that's gonna suck for them and her.
Mm.
I do want to be near the city. People are not exactly in a good way right now.
I could try and if you could stay close to me, I could put an illusion on you.
Yeah, that last part again.
If you were close to me, I could try and put an illusion on you too.
Okay,
If
that
you
could work.
need that.
I could do that. That would allow me to actually get the burrow. But I would need a record. The hell, how cute.
Hmm?
Not much about it. No, I'm just thinking of this guys. I could go to safe house. Only going out when you can help me. Illusion. That type of thing.
Yeah.
I checked on the burrow before I got here. Yeah. They're not doing as bad as I thought they would be. Thankfully, a lot of burrows underground, so it has a hard time penetrating around.
Mm.
A lot of the businesses, though, are not good. The high city is freaking fucked up. A lot of the people, a lot of the higher up, all left until it's like better. So it's mostly just lower elves and humans.
Makes sense.
They got a couple of generators going in a lot of the more important places, hospitals, and necessary businesses. So there's power returning. It's just not really an infrastructure. It's more centralized. At least that's what Draco told me. The one thing we need to prevent, outside of me and you, is them finding them. We have a lot of spirits in MMR.
I suppose they don't like spirits in general.
No, they do not. Well, technically, they have a general distrust of most supernatural things, and spirits specifically are like.
Well, that's kind of everyone here.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue, isn't it? As long as no one leads them back here, or they make the connection that this exists, should be fine.
All I told them was that you worked as security. That you had an NDA, so we never talked about it. And that I'm an artist.
Smart. Very smart. Good job.
If it wasn't for the enforcers, it would have been fine. I just
that is a
sentence
that has been said. That is a sentence that has been said so many times in Thornwell. It would have been fine if the enforcers didn't show up.
I guess I'm a natural citizen.
Oh, no, you have been indoctrinated now. You've had your first run-in with the real authority, I guess we could.
I guess
so. Oh God, I'm gonna have to talk to all of them and like, oh, you haven't seen it. What happened?
That they're all worried, very worried. I had to stop a few of them from doing anything stupid. I haven't.
Yeah, that would have been very bad.
Comms for a while, admittedly.
If any of them had to poke their heads in that, and they made it known they were at all connected to me, not found.
I at least told them not to. I told them to leave it.
Yeah. Hopefully they listened. We'll figure it out in the next probably couple of weeks. Because of if one of them shows up, or suddenly one of the guild members is not talking to us for some reason.
If we can get something to make it so that the illusion that I cast can stay on you, then that would be helpful, but I don't know.
That would be a talisman.
That
would be a talisman, or an enchanted object. I can help with it, a talisman as general enforcer things. Which, by the way, is how they... You cast magic on them, right?
I use charm, which
Yeah,
is
no.
technically magic. Natural magic to me, anyways.
Innate magic. Yeah.
Yes.
Innate
I'm
magic doesn't really
technically
require the same...
trying to control it not being very strong.
Hmm. Innate magic is just the natural flow of your body. It's still technically a spell.
Yeah.
You don't need to say any words or do this or so. Usually. Sometimes they do. Depends on
I,
the innate magic.
I just tried to convince her that I needed to go home.
That will... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know a little bit about charm, like manipulation, that type of thing. Like with the emotion thing I can do. It's harder the more it goes against who they are, and I don't know there's a lot of things I wouldn't be able to let you go home.
No, but normally it can be very strong. It's one of the
She's probably...
core things of vampires. At
She's
least of
probably
my
wearing a
kind.
talisman. Enforcers make talisman things. It can be like anything really, jewelry,
Mm.
something. One of them blocks a mental, and also lets you know it vibrates. It's actually really cool. I actually really love to get one again.
I can handle the spell part until we can get something to make it so you can leave without me.
Yeah, when you talk to some people, probably a shaman. Yeah, it's gonna be complicated. Probably just
Just
take a while.
think about how you want to look, I guess.
Yeah, that's gonna be
The more
annoying.
different,
Okay.
the more magic I have to use.
Probably skin tone and husk removal would work.
That wouldn't be hard, no.
Okay.
I could honestly make you a half-orc too.
Here's the problem. Me a half orc would just... It's too close.
Yeah, I know.
It would be very, yeah.
Uh,
I would...
Goliath?
Goliath.
You're,
God.
I'm trying to account for the big part.
Goliath, yeah. Goliath could work. I could look good in tattoos.
I think you
Outside this one.
could. I'll have to hide that one too.
Yeah, this could be...
The
Oh, I'm
big
so
thing
glad you
is
don't have a tattoo.
we need to get you new clothes. Because
Yeah.
unless Mona thought to take all of your clothes with you,
Yeah,
presume
no,
they're still
I don't
there.
have any clothes. Yeah, they are. And they're probably confiscated and currently being examined by a very crotchety elf.
Was your suit there?
Yeah. I was wearing this outfit.
Your the logo is on the suit.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I guess no advertising for a while.
Yeah, not around there.
Uh,
Probably not around.
not online and not around there.
Well, you just need to not use the symbol if you're gonna have it.
True. If it's online, I won't use the symbol, and if it's around there, it just won't be at all. I think you might. It depends on the type of website. Some you can block certain places.
You can block a. Well, to be fair, there's actually no way they would have. They would have access.
The only problem is you can very easily get through those blockings.
Yes. Did you see that too? Or am I crazy?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Thought I saw something. The
Hi, Dave. I know
I'm
you're
not
really going to do
paranoid.
something stupid.
I guess I'll be vague about it. The family,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of their stuff is underground, so and shielded, so they probably have a lot of their facilities still up. Just probably not a lot of outside facilities.
So,
They'll be having a difficult time, but not all of. They're not, gone.
safe house. Illusion magic.
Safe house. A lot of safe house.
And I need to
Illusion
get furniture. But because,
Thankfully,
especially
if you look like a.
if I'm near you, I need to be near you if you're going to be in the safe house. So that way I can, uh, get you food.
Cast. Yeah.
Gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of eating out. Unless you come to my place and cook.
That is up to Ivanka.
I mean my apartment.
True.
There is at least
I can always cook.
that. It still has the fridge and the stove and stuff. It just doesn't have any furniture. Appliances,
Yeah,
yes.
thankfully,
Furniture, no.
a lot of the buildings in Borough have generators now. They're moving generators down. You should at least have some power eventually, in a little bit.
I don't have any windows.
Fuel it constantly. Yeah, you're gonna buy windows.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess window panes. You have windows.
Curtains. Probably blackout curtains. For the sun.
There's actually blackout curtains that have a lining in that dampens sound. So it helps with sound addition.
That sounds great.
It's just
I mean, soundproofing was already going to be a problem.
true. Dude, this wouldn't be an issue if you didn't want the rooftop garden.
I like
Even though
it,
it's a
though.
pretty garden. I know you. God.
If I'm going to be indoctrinated by your culture, I at least want to do it right.
What we need to do is get a shaman to your place.
Mm.
Have it be blessed, I guess. That's if you want to be really traditional about it. I just don't think if you want to be actually traditional, you would have a brazier next to your somewhere in your house with ancestral bones in it. But like that's
It depends on the type of blessing, given what I am.
the shaman magic and shaman thing is spiritual and natural in nature and not whole. That's why I can on kimono.
Just you know,
Well, mine
making
isn't that,
sure.
but yeah. No, I wouldn't want to be like, I consecrate the ground of your thing. I can't go outside my place now.
Or I can,
It's
but
okay if
I'm in terrible pain
if
the whole time.
it's okay if that ever happens. We just need you to go in there, close, commit various unholy acts to consecrate the ground, including gay sex, the most unholy.
Whoa, careful.
What?
Can't get too unholy.
Oh my god!
I'm
You're right.
clearly a very religious man.
Totally. Imagine a religious vampire.
I can, that they exist.
I mean, like, not religion. I guess. Do you have a religion within your culture that's like that type of thing, or is it like outside religions? Because I'm just thinking of outside religions, like holy in nature
I'm
of
sure
someone being a
there are
vampire. So,
some who do.
can you imagine being a being or some type of deity, and then picking up a holy symbol of it because you want to be able to feel connected to your deity, and you hold it and it burns you?
Yeah. It's, there are a lot of half-bloods that have those problems. But being rejected by their
Yeah, that makes sense.
original culture.
Yeah,
Granted, most of them,
it's not even.
most chose to be like this. I'm one of the rare few. I'm kind of lucky to be alive for that.
I'm gonna have to go clothes shopping with you. We're gonna have to do a montage. Whatever happens in the montage stays in touch.
Of course.
Okay. Before we
Admittedly,
get up, one question. Go ahead. No, go ahead. What are you gonna
I was going to say, admittedly, I could just change you into a different looking orc.
True. They're probably knowing the fucking enforcers. They're probably been questioning the random teachers.
I
But
suppose.
stop and frisk. Do you know anybody by the name of Eyes? Have you seen this orc holds up picture?
Mm. I think they might do the
That type
same
of
if
thing.
you're a Goliath, though.
True.
And then
Usually
you
Goliaths are not exactly common there, so
stand out a little more
you doing?
because you're uncommon, but
Yeah, same reason why you're being looked like a half elf.
mhm.
To be fair, you're a lot more common than a Goliath would be.
Yes.
There are a lot of half elves in Birdwell.
Uh,
They're just not in the burrow most of the time.
but I could try and make a very radical change in that respect. A different skin tone, a different tusk shape.
I could be a red orc.
You could be a red orc.
I met one, by the way. I went to go talk to Wolfram in a bar where I met him. There was this rather, God, funny. There are orcs when they're like just hitting manhood or where you can tell that they just have this bug in them where they just really want to fight something constantly. And God is so infuriating to watch. But yeah, I met a red orc there. I could be a red orc. Probably different.
Different tusks.
I don't think
Different hair.
different hair.
Or
I
you
mean,
can just
Oni.
style your hair differently.
Bro,
Oni,
dye
if
my hair
that's common
black.
enough, that can work.
No, Oni's not common.
Then I think
Red orcs are a lot more common.
I think orc is our best option. Just differently.
Yes, red orc is better. Yeah.
Tying your hair back more would change your uh, face, uh, frame of your face more.
True. Ponytail. Or bigger ponytail, because
Uh, Ponytail or a bun or braid.
braid
Anything.
probably would be better, because that's a lot more common.
Mm,
War braids are common. I just don't do rather annoying to do every day.
I can help.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
pretty good at hair.
Okay. So, before we get up, my question. What the fuck do I tell everyone else?
That's a
Outside
complicated
of none of
question.
your fucking business.
I,
Outside
I
of none of
mean,
your fucking business.
you can just say that.
True. And it is funny to reject people and watch them disappointed.
You can just tell them you don't really want to talk about
No, it's funnier when I say it's not.
it. I suppose that's fair. I can put on
I
my
need to get some enjoyment out of the
big,
situation.
sad puppy dog eyes and just tell them I don't
Yes.
want to talk about it. Which, I mean, I'm a little more isolated than you are, so.
We should fix that at some point.
Mm. You being gone made me kind of realize I'm not really close to anyone else.
Yeah. Okay. That just means that we need to go on more excursions. And, like, that spa day you did with, Echo? It was Echo?
Well,
Echo?
we talked
You did
about
have.
doing another one soon.
Nice. You did have other people. Go to the arcade with Jaden.
I'm still figuring out video games.
Thankfully, arcade games are, unless it's a arcade cabinets, arcade games are usually games of skill, like throwing a ball on hoop, pressing a button quickly. I think that one's called Pop Lock, where you have to like hit the button time over and over again.
Mm.
So the lock pops. Okay. I'm gonna get up now, and then we're gonna wade through the annoyance. You wanna join me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get to do this. Lift.
Ooh. Hi.
Hello.
I missed you.
Also, I can't wait to commence your apartment.
Mm.
Fucking it. There you go. That's the word.
Until then, we can just go to the safe house at least.
Yes. And then we can do it in new safe houses every day. New house every day. I have like, last time I counted, it was like 8. So
8?
I might have had more.
I thought that there were.
Hmm?
I thought that there were more than one.
A safe house isn't much of a safe house. It's just a new residence at that point.
I thought so.
Hmm?
I thought so.
Same here.
You've just only ever taken me to the one. Mm. It would make it a lot easier if you were closer to my size.
Here's the problem with that. You wouldn't like me if I was. Yeah, actually, you still like me, but you wouldn't like me as much if I was closer to your size.
Fair, but it would make it easier because then I could give you some random clothes for a minute. I guess I can go pick up some clothes.
Sure. You know what's good about
Because
you being a half orc, though? You can go furniture shopping without much issue. No one questions why a half orc is orcish furniture.
fair. And no one's going to question why I'm there.
Nope.
Or question why we're
Don't.
dating.
Oh, wait. You're gonna need to deal with one particular thing that I noticed from some of the half orcs I've known. People are gonna walk up to you and speak orcish to you, thinking they might understand.
Want to teach me broken orcish?
You can also explain that you were raised in a human or elven home without much connection to your orcish roots, and then you're moving to the borough because you want to get closer to your, I don't know, father's side.
Yes, but I still would probably need to know some words. Show that I'm
I
trying.
can teach you, it's fine.
Besides, it would be nice to learn anyways. I probably would have
That's all
figured
you need
things
to do.
out a little more if I actually did know Orcish. Because all of the enforcers were talking in Orcish. So I couldn't really spy on them.
Yeah. I am somewhat glad in that regard because it would not have been a good thing if you were caught by yourself. Presumably, I think.
As a bird. In the
As a bird.
windowsill.
Yes.
Prepare for
Actually, a
the
question for you. Does the spell magic work on your bird form?
I don't know. No one's used it.
That would have been very bad because a lot of forces, including me, spell magic.
Well, no one's tried it yet.
So you could have been flying over. I know Blood Fury does that, so that's good. Unless you paid.
I don't like her, by the way.
No one does.
Just to clarify. The officer definitely didn't seem to.
Not a problem.
Oh, a spider. That's new.
Mm. You have to face them at some point.
I know. I'm just waiting. There he is.
Where the fuck are you been?
Out.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay. I'm gonna say this to you once, Jaden. Don't ask.
Fine. Won't.
Better off you didn't.
Don't like the circumstances though. They're me and Amanda to leave and
You cannot get good luck right now.
Honestly, considering the circumstances, be glad I asked you to leave.
Alright, fine. Oh, poor Sisha. At least we know you're not dead.
Ed,
There's a fun.
You're gonna
Good to see you guys.
Can't put my chin on
I'm
it.
Finley. Hopefully the two of you are doing all right.
Your
You
chin
don't.
is on me.
Better.
how about this? You hair dye.
You really
Good to see you're
Wonder why she
still around with us.
I don't know, but you look good. I'm really happy for you. How have you been?
Thank you.
Been alright?
I'm glad.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
not.
fine.
I've
I'm
been
just
dead,
looking
but
around.
that's good. It's good to see you around here again. Hasn't been the same thoughts yet.
If the two of you, yes, if the two of you need a place to stay for a bit, Jaden's been staying with me along with Jerry, but I've still got plenty of room. I'd be happy to take on the two of you for a bit if you need a place to rest.
could not
We've
put your
got
chin
something.
on it.
Thank you for the offer, but
Wonder if that skill
we-
issue is
we have plans.
intentional.
thank you for the offer.
Okay. Alright. Just figured I'd offer. But yes, it is good to see you again. Been,
It is
Worried.
Yeah, not fair. Cannot fight back and balancing head between pits. This not fair.
So, hi.
Hello.
So, Madam Mona had said that you would be the one to give money to as a direct donation to the guild.
Yes.
So,
Careful.
You did have people worried, darling. Good to see you.
I had said time, at least.
What do you say?
I can give it to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Hey, like
If
you
you're,
say,
by
look.
the way, if you're planning on
Look,
leaving
like
before I
what's
get to ask you, just let me know. At that point.
What?
I've not
Okay, I'm back.
had to look. Never mind.
What was that?
Bedridden for the past 2 days.
If you're planning on leaving before I talk to you about it, just let me know. I'm trying to make time.
I usually stay until I get kicked out anyway, so.
How old you are,
Well, we
Casey?
had the initial conversation.
Just in
Just
case.
the idea. I need to find a
Yep.
Kirin, perhaps. Or an Eastern Dragon from my homeland. One that is
So many
done.
new people
Get to work.
Dealt with a large
But
infected
we've gotten a lot of
Yeah.
humans.
I got a
Mostly
hydraulic
visitors,
plate put through my
but
chest.
some
There you go.
member.
Need to find a Kieran, huh?
It's almost like you've been gone
Yes, yes, yes.
for
I
a
think
week.
that a Kirin would be perfect for recreating my horns properly. That or an Eastern Dragon, but not so much as a Kirin. Who knows, perhaps I'll get a tail out of
I'll
it.
keep saying sorry as much as you need me to.
I know how you can make it up to
Even
you.
though you know it's not up, we can still feel it.
Exciting! See, everyone's getting bodies.
And a warmingly
Yeah.
fast rate.
I hate it. One of the worst ones.
Oh?
So many
Oh,
safe
don't worry,
houses
we'll
to
get to
try out.
Well, that does not sound good.
Yeah.
I am still technically recovering.
They'd be alive
I know.
Please.
or fail and be dead forever.
You can take it easy.
Ah. Well, I shall
like
certainly
big
hope
stuff.
for the former.
Power bottom
I
Finley's
suppose.
fingers.
But the former was you staying alive. Yes, good.
I'm already dead.
You can get the full experience.
We'll figure it. We'll,
Is there anything
Yes.
you can do to push the odds a little more?
I don't need to.
Is there anything you can help
If
with
you
for
get
that?
used to it, then I don't.
oh, there.
So,
If I can find powerful spirits and form spirit I can in theory use their power to
Hey, Via.
fight, which can push the odds potentially in my
Hello,
favor.
eyes.
luckily,
For
I think we
example,
have different
I recently
mindsets.
spirit bonded with the dark spirit with my
Via is giant roadblock. Must walk around.
you were what, soldier?
So we're going to get the
Great.
story
Baron.
eventually.
That great a spirit tracker, so unfortunately I
same
can't do
work.
that.
So what's the matter?
I also just
So I'm
need
gonna
to
whip the hair.
helpful fighters. To learn have some people in the arena with me, but
Hey, Mona.
I don't know how many risks. Science. So I'm just trying to learn as much power as I can to sort of tip the scales in my mind.
Well, yes, I suppose I'm going to the flying fort to seek out the loot.
respectively.
Yeah.
So therapists are.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm gonna head out. It was
infrequent.
nice getting to see you
It
again.
is like this.
It was nice getting
Okay.
to see you as well. Careful when you wear
Yeah, I am
Yes.
Hopefully,
Um,
pretty good.
Okay.
So hopefully they can point you in the correct direction. The nature of that place, I would not be surprised. Seems like many of the types that would
I do need to tell you
such as
stuff.
that seem to come around. From what I've seen.
You should see the state of my shift. There's like bloody bandages and shit.
If you want, you can join me.
I know that loser.
If you want, you can join me. I'm gonna tell the stuff that we talked about.
Spellcaster is loser.
My other chest plate. There's no point in repairing it.
Darling,
I'm just-
he's one of the
It's
owners
trophy
of something
piece
called
now.
Bardic Circle.
God, she's hot.
Oh, that.
I'm gonna head out, Kisei. See you later.
Have a good night, Ariel.
Ugh.
If they do again.
That's such a problem. Monster girls. Monster girls, cute.
It's obvious.
Mother apologies. Mother apologies. Mother. She's big and she's got spooky proportions.
Over here.
Big lady, big spooky lady, big spooky lady, big spooky lady, big spooky lady, pretty spooky lady.
I would- Yes, it's a branch. Okay. Alright, so I talked to Finley and told them everything that happened. They went to go check on me and everything, and they got talked to one of the answers. They didn't give that much information outside of their appearance, that they are connected to me, and half their name technically, so it would be Finn. We did forget about one thing, though. My suit. So they have the symbol.
I specifically told them when they asked where he worked that he worked as security with NDAs, so that they don't know where.
Are you talking about my...
The suit.
Yes.
If they know you work for security and they have the symbol, They know
Yes.
this. It isn't your fault. It's mine. I'm sorry.
On the right side, I haven't actually gotten any advertisements up yet.
Technically, the only one I know of. Well, that's like literally a sticker on a.
That's all there. And I can pull that one at least pretty easily.
Outside of that, we
It's
have
because
come up with
she's a banshee,
plan for
and
my living situation.
she is now heightened concerned
Mostly to do with me using my
about her voice.
mind, but safe houses.
Because that's how this
And,
happened to Eyes, was her
Finley
voice.
casting illusion magic. Different.
Enforcers. If they were trained against...
I would have to still stay away from the creatures. They would be able to tell. Not all of them can, but more of the higher ranked. Unfortunately, I know all of those, so it's technically still be inside of it.
And that means they know you. They will know how you think.
Ingies.
In truth, this was an inevitability at one point. Their involvement, I mean. I just didn't think it would be this century.
You could still hop in.
Really
You could still hop in.
made a mess of things.
Oh no! Maybe she's just got, her eyes aren't working today. Eyes out.
No. I never would have.
Turned off.
Deliberately.
I know.
I don't think you did. If I did, you'd have a very angry vampire.
I thought you were just being nice.
I will probably feel angry at some point, but not at you.
I am deserving of your anger. Both of you.
You're not. I'm thankful you took care of him.
He is a dear friend. I would never deliberately harm him. Nor would I ever let anyone touch him. Outside of you.
By the way, I don't know if you know any of the issues, but the one that talked to him is Blood Fury, so that's gonna be it.
Oh. That isn't good.
They do know that I can cast magic and that I can turn into a bird. That was kind of how I got away.
I see. can you only take the form of a bird? Oh, good.
That's good.
Though I'd like to maybe make
You can
people
mix it
think
up.
I can only be a bird for now.
Clever. Whenever something bad happens, you can change when no one is looking. Well, at the very least, it will take some time before they actually can charge the home.
I know. Well, technically, they still need approval.
That might be easier to get now.
Yes. They were chopping it for.
They don't rotate with their head? That is very strange.
I'm sure they were.
Unconscious. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave.
I checked around the city. A lot of the more affluent members of the city are not.
No.
Skedaddle too. Yeah.
Of course they did. My father was the same. Any
Yeah,
suitable chick, they just flitter away like a butterfly from one flower to the next.
They'll most likely still have their fingers in the pie that's not there.
They'll
Of course.
come back once things clear up, probably.
Which
I'm
means
sure
that we're
all
dealing
of them have
with
winter houses.
Yes. It means that they're the ones that could not afford to live directly in charge of construction, along with reinforce.
That... I'm not sure if it would be wise to invest energy in assisting, if I even could.
I think investing energy in assisting Burrow because they're probably
Would be
going to
what?
ignore the Burrow.
That I should
Because they have-
help the burrow, or no.
Yes. Yes.
I can't do it candidly.
I know.
Someone has to
But-
explain what's actually happening. Or... Daidama will... paint it as something else. And if you're around, most likely I won't accidentally strangle the populace. Hopefully.
The way to go about it, if you're going to do it in a cultural sense, is through smaller population of shamans. They're most likely trying to commune right now to ask for aid. Some fashion, good fortune, lack of rain, something.
I will need help.
I'll
Problem
provide what I
solving.
can. Yes.
Because most of what I do, no matter how much happy, smiley paint I put over it, I affect things. I can't provide water without it being poison or blood. I can't provide shelter without it being covered in thorns.
So the way to go about it is that if the only thing that you can do is make it negative, figure out the places which the negative beneficial and provide it.
I could kill specific people,
That's not what I meant.
but that might not. What did you mean?
If all you can provide is shelter, and when the shelter they provide has thorns, currently are dealing with
They're dealing with what?
looters,
Looters.
rioters.
So, barbed wire.
Yes.
I can do
Especially
that.
if you make it look like Bloodvein.
Well, I can't control whether it's Bloodvein or not. It has to be Bloodvein. That is my conduit.
If that is the case, then it should be easier. I thought, because that will provide the right cultural backing.
It could. What matters is who is there first to control the narrative, or who is strong enough to wrench the narrative out of other hands. But you going anywhere near there is a death sentence. Or at the very least, other people's death sentence. As I wouldn't let them come near you. But at the same time, that many enforcers would be troublesome. I wouldn't be at my full power. I'd be stronger there than here. But it is nothing close to the home.
I could try and make propaganda.
True. Also proxies.
Proxies. Who can you contact safely?
I know some people. I have some
Are you
families.
sure?
Things.
You can trust them.
Yes.
I know how he works. I've seen people sell their sons to him.
There is a smaller faction within the borough that is traditional. They're decentralized, don't have really a focus. They just grumble about the lack of tradition.
I'm sorry, Dad.
That could work.
I don't know why it would do that in just this world. You might try a different particle shader?
I am not certain. If you staying at the home would be a good idea. Any longer.
No. I already decided out. I'm going to be staying.
I am sure that they would be waiting along the outskirts. Even if I'm able to protect you within, I would not be as strong at the borders.
Especially if they feel like the approval they seek is here, they're probably circling it. That was going to
Most
happen.
likely. Any one of them I kill will just be used against me. But I have to defend myself.
In
I'm
the
sure they
information
will
war.
use that. Just
Yes.
like before. Are there any more that are like you? Ones I
There are
shouldn't
retired and
kill.
I need to check if they're still there. I don't know if they actually left or not.
Very
If they
good.
are, though.
I can make a kidnapping look like a death. No problem.
I would need to explain a lot of things, like you.
That's fine. If I am able to kidnap them and bring them to the heart of the matter, I doubt there would be much they could do.
I would rather not terrify someone, not a bad person.
Sure. I'm just thinking of the possibility of a friend of yours was sent to kill me.
Ah, that's weird. I was thinking of just contacting the doctor about it.
Oh, well,
That would be risky.
that would be good too. But if one isn't able to happen, then it's good to have a backup plan. Don't worry. The maws of a giant killer plant is actually quite gentle if one is careful enough.
I'm gonna need new clothes. So you're gonna see me in different outfits soon.
Yes. Oh boy, what kind?
I
Probably
don't
a
know.
style
What
you
kind?
wouldn't normally wear.
That would be smart. Honestly, I think that you need to hide your tusks somehow. That will be your main iconophile.
Our current plan is to kind of give a full illusionary makeover.
Oh, that would do well.
Technically, for both of us. The
He's gonna
current...
be a
I
tough
would go
one.
bigger rather than smaller, personally. Because they might think you're desperate enough to file them down. But if you change the entirety of your face, I'm sure it would fool most.
What we're gonna do is different work, different tusk shape.
Very good.
Different hairstyle, different clothing style. I can change as much of your face as I
have to
can.
speak different too, Luke.
It's only if I'm around Thorndwell. I don't think here would matter. It's only
Well,
found here.
I suppose that's true. It's not as though anyone was wandering within Thorndwell, outside of you, Finley. They probably think that you're the only person who lives there.
Well,
So we probably have nothing to worry about
I
on that
really-
front.
I basically just went to his apartment and then rushed out of the city. They shouldn't have
Yes.
been able to track me anywhere I actually live.
What I worry of is that they might start exploring other populated areas that they think that you might frequent.
They would, but it would be covert. They couldn't, muscle the way into things. They don't have the authority in other
Yes.
locations.
Most likely they'll be casual. Or they might publicly mark you a terrorist. Wait, no, that's actually possible.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Oh dear.
that is very possible.
only
The way they
saving
were
grace.
talking about you, they made it seem like you were in trouble. As in, like you had caused some kind of trouble when they talked to me about it.
The only saving spot, particularly regard, right away, is that by the very nature of what happened, they probably don't, at least until they get the propaganda machine going, both spirits are dead, that don't want to publicize what it was, that it was supernatural in cause. So they might not talk about it, at least for a little while, until they figure out the narrative that they do.
Yes. Very likely they will try to pin one of us as the catalyst.
They might do I might say the organization, city.
They might go after the traditionalists, too. Or they would just say that you summoned a demon. Not technically inaccurate. I'm just no demon.
They might do that. Oh, there.
I'm not that sneaky.
Apparently.
Just
Minds around
So-
someone that they trust. Often they stop trying to seek out the sounds they make.
there.
Thus,
So,
Sylvia. Yes.
terrorist organization. Terrorist. Or summoning mishap. Which they could attribute to that.
They might
If it is a
consider
summoning
it a
mishap.
terrorist summoning.
Those two words together for some reason. It's concerning.
It's actually quite bad, as much as I laugh.
It is.
If we do the traditionalist thing they want to do soon, they might connect the two
Most likely.
before they start their narrative. If we let them start their narrative and then do it, then it's two forces instead of just one. They can't pivot.
Unfortunately, though, oftentimes for situations such as this, the first person to speak will have supreme dominance over the narrative.
They need the Dynamo family. Needs the borough to maintain their position. Even if technically they won't lose it, they still need it. So as soon as someone threatens that position, they're gonna get desperate.
Desperation leads to sloppy decisions.
There's already been discontent from the borough for the long time. A lot of people viewed them as a plant. This is a bit
Ah, good.
ineffectual. Unless you're pro High City. On the borough that. We just need to get the apathetic to actually give a shit out of the younger bunches. Apathetic because of change.
If you go at it at two fronts, it might work better than one. Not just accounting for the what actually happened. If you also call out the fact of the High City didn't prepare the infrastructure for something like this, that might help with people who are on the fence.
That is true. And especially since the borough was less hit than the High City. They do look competent.
It is curious that the Diadoma family wouldn't protect the people that they claim so much to care about.
Thus why it could probably help a lot to...
Yeah, there is.
I don't think it would be too hard to convince people, is what I mean. The thought is already in their head.
I agree.
It's just... it hasn't been pushed.
The
Right
only
now,
thing
they're-
that I worry of
So right now, everyone is restructuring, panicking, trying to fix everything. There is anger under the surface. This needs to be out.
Just need to point it at a certain direction.
Unfortunately, it can cause the same effect as the other. That there could be people who will do things that aren't very smart. And they could get hurt.
True.
Or incarcerated.
Yeah.
But
People getting hurt and incarcerated is inevitable.
Yes.
that will probably happen anyways.
My guess, there will be... Even if we didn't do what we will. Knowing them... They will start pushing the blame upon another.
Maybe... I mean, it could be
He's
more
been fighting
the
for
tilting
cultural
pressure.
superiority for a while now. He's just trying to make sure others follow in his stead. And that's hard to do. Considering the matter of his birth.
They might do outside force. Might say it's something not them, not in the not of them. Acting outside. Try to create a common enemy.
Well,
maybe.
That's why we wouldn't want to fight them on what it is alone. What caused this alone, but also fight on the idea that they didn't prepare properly, that their people are suffering because of them and their poor planning.
That they are competent.
The good old straw man fallacy. Give them enough talking points to shut them up. Even if it's not relevant to the current conversation. Make everyone scream loud enough.
Yep.
If actually,
I've been there for a few riots. It's not that hard to start one.
No, just the right punch. If you
I can make the population more educated too.
If you help them, bro, establish peace without them, it will create that narrative also.
Even further.
That they cannot, they didn't prevent it. They didn't prevent it.
Especially if you're using blood vines, because at that point, we can even say that even the spirits are more helpful than the High City.
True.
Especially considering the fact that the High City is against them.
And if there happens to be any spirit that goes contrary to the narrative, I will just eat them. Simple.
Fair.
I would prefer if you just eated them, but not eat them.
I can't exorcise. I am a spirit. I either kill it or let it live.
How about you just call me?
Fine. No notch for me.
Actually, if we get the spirit on our side at that point, better.
It wouldn't be hard.
No, especially since how they're treated over there.
Yes, providing an opportunity to not be hunted day and night would be quite enticing to most. The only issue that he will come across is having to get through their own baggage first. I could help with that. I could put them in a chokehold. Force them to listen.
Bonk.
Oh, right. You can do that.
Yes.
Finally, someone else will get to figure out how annoying you are.
Yes. At least there's a plan.
It is a quite good plan. But inevitably, they are going to bring the fact that it was spirits who did this, inevitably. It is hard to look away from the fact that my hatred is everywhere.
Surely, but
It is.
that's why we have to get ahead of it.
Yes. Do not let them get a chance to spin the narrative. We must act quick.
If you can start on
How long will it take?
preventing businesses from being looted with the blood vines, I can start on the propaganda.
The merchants would be happy with that. But I am sure that plenty of other civilians would be wrathful at the loss of food.
That isn't
That
as hard to fix as you think. It's
Just
only
bring food.
it would be having to set up places for them to get it easily. More easily than looting.
Relief kitchens.
I see. Well, I can do that. What I was going to do as well was protect the homes.
That too.
Provide roofing. Maybe I can grow the vines thick enough that they resemble something else. It would take a lot of energy, though. This was something I have been doing incrementally for a long time. The point was to grow my power, not necessarily to expend it. I will be weaker as a result.
If you get the guild house, everyone else can pull up the slack of, and that's it.
True. We can employ the other MMR members to defend the estate. Still, I am only saying, I have not once risked myself in such a manner. It will be frightening for me. I will still do it, obviously. But I will be more exposed now than I ever have been. And they will notice that quite quickly.
There will be a lot more. If you pull in a lot of your making lines, your territory will grow smaller. Spirits will power vacuum.
They would.
Are there...
Although, if you bring me around, we can remedy some of the spirits. Some. I doubt that you and I alone will be able to help with all of them.
Most likely, they would be either spirits of the dead that have not been able to get close to the city because of you, or nature spirits in the mountains going down into the valley.
The nature spirits I am only slightly worried of. For now. They would need quite a few generations to catch up.
Yes.
Do you know anyone else who could help you with it? Either of you?
There is technically Vincent, but he's a bit preoccupied at the moment. We have the various MMR members. But admittedly, I don't have many friends. I wasn't very good at making them until this one came along. I am not worried about spirits invading my home. They will just be a good snack. I am worried about the spirits invading the burrow, however.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sadly don't really know anyone that's good with spirits.
Especially if the narrative we are trying to spin is that spirits are good. Exercising them doesn't exactly agree with that narrative.
It would be the most ideal to find someone who would be good at calming them.
Wait. Maggie has a companion. I have to speak to a child to save my life. How funny that. She has a companion who is a spirit friend adjacent is the best way I could describe it. They aren't an exorcist, but you know, what was it? A shrine maiden, something of that sort. I forget.
That could work.
It could help.
Yeah. At least if they're experienced in calming them. I might be able to get Ivanka to help me with, setting up some kind of soup kitchen or something. I can ask her about it at least.
We need to use every resource we can. This also means that very likely we can't leave the other members in the dark. As annoying of a prospect that is, as I am 100% certain that none of them can keep their mouths shut. Except for Kisei.
I did try to tell them to leave this alone. Hopefully they listened. I haven't looked at comms in a few days.
Hopefully they did, because if they did do something, we might be in a lot of a deeper mess than we might know. But if they told you, rather if you told them not to do it, I doubt that someone would.
I did. I made it very clear I didn't want them to do anything. To leave this alone, that Eyes would be okay. Thankfully, he is, so I wasn't lying.
I'm certain that they will actually follow orders.
Hopefully. I mean, I know I'm new to being a department head, but I still am one.
You are. And you've been doing a good job.
I'm trying.
It is easy to tell.
Thankfully, I'm old, so I'm a little bit more experienced.
Age comes with a lot of, usually, experience.
Experience in one way or another. Whether it's a skill or emotional control.
I wish I had that part, the control. I only became aware of my emotions, really. Or, well... usually spirits along my path don't really get out of it. Granted, they don't always have a splash of cold water forced upon their face.
Mm.
If you're going to make the gesture, at least commit.
You're the one not committing.
What? I made spider fingers at you, not a bro fist. You initiated.
Oh. Lock.
You know, the propaganda that is in the Dynamo family enforcers is abjectly hilarious considering how they talk about you.
How do they talk about me? I'm putting on my guard in advance.
Boogeyman. thing to be put down.
Mm-hmm.
Danger.
Mm.
Good service. Society.
Mm-hmm. If we're to be technical, before you came along, it wasn't inaccurate. Aside from the
They didn't really
being put
talk.
down part, he needs to die first, at least. Well,
They,
one of them has to be murdered, at least.
technically, they didn't talk about you like you're an actual, person. They mostly thing.
Most don't.
That's where I got in trouble. I decided to talk to you. How dare I?
That is when... Oh.
It's a joke.
I
It was when we met.
hadn't realized you were still a part of them when we first met.
Technically. Mostly on the outs, I believe. Kind of hard to leave. I managed to pull it off, but, kind of up in the smokes now. But hey, I still got the severance package.
You did.
My assets are probably frozen.
Now you might get a severance package. Or at least I'll try.
This is why being paranoid, good.
Yes.
When you're
Paranoia
when
is
you're
a
paranoid.
gift.
When you're paranoid.
Yes.
My assets are probably frozen, but I have enough bank somewhere, so I at least feed both myself.
You can siphon some of the guild funds, all things considered. You are being security in protecting me.
I can
What a
also.
valiant little knight you are. True. I wouldn't ask that of you, but if you
Well,
offer,
He is my
he is your
boyfriend.
boyfriend. Yes.
Not boyfriend.
Too
Yeah, you
late.
break it.
Too late.
I didn't
It's
do it.
over. It doesn't matter. I win.
But you did.
Sorry.
Never gonna live this down. She outlives me.
Yeah.
I also outlive you. By a lot.
True.
It's simple. Just become a spirit with me.
I'm crying me to die.
I mean, later, when it comes naturally. Why not? Be a protector of your generation. And the generations after.
Boop.
Boop.
Hey, this isn't a fair. Your affairs are like the size of my.
Oh, sorry. I'm just more monstrous than usual. I would be smaller if I could.
I think it's fine. This is technically how I first met you. Well, you were a little more monstrous.
Yes.
Monstrous, so it is.
Monstrous.
Still amusing to me. Coming out of the wall. Bonk.
You really blew the wind out of my sails. Well, how did you explain this
I
to the
didn't.
guild?
I didn't.
Oh,
I just said it's none of your fucking
how
business.
polite of them.
No, they asked. I just didn't answer.
Ah, I see.
I'm sure at some point they'll start to
none of your
ask
fucking business.
me. But
Wait a minute. We're the only...
sad puppy eyes.
We should head back. Oh, good. Not technically a department head, but close enough.
But we should probably head back soon. I can go ahead and head
Most
back
likely.
sooner
Yes.
if you still need to talk about what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute.
Yes. And you're welcome for that, by the way.
For what?
That was my idea.
Oh, the toast.
You little phasery.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it's too hard to be angry at her for this. I can definitely be angry at the enforcers, though. Realistically, if I really think about it, this is far more their fault than anything. She might have made more positive progress like this if they hadn't been the way they are, or at least the way they seem to be. I'm gonna need a full briefing, though. That would be really helpful. I clearly don't know everything that I need to. But if I can get him some clothes, get him dressed, and change his entire aesthetic, then at least we can still spend time together. I feel like Ivanka might be able to... I should be able to convince her to help me. If I say that it's important to me.
Because it's the choice you made. Wanting to listen to them, to give them what they wanted.
The timeline on his cover.
Fair enough, I guess.
I might leave that to
Very
the other medics.
Now is that bad? Oh, is that good?
I placed a feed him a whole bunch of food that we're eating. Where's the steak?
He hasn't eaten a lot of things that aren't processed through a tube or able to be drank with a straw.
Jaden,
It does sound boring.
do you know where Wolfram lives?
Is that true?
Wolfram and Keysay left.
What do you think?
Yeah, Wolfram and Keysay left for home for about half an hour ago, I might say.
Ah, I see.
And they
Well,
live their life again, they go away.
Oh,
and
was that
repeat.
who I passed by?
now I'm
Even when
here.
the soul's utterly destroyed.
Human with a yokai.
Millennia later, it
shooting
reforms.
Something spiritual.
Wearing a pink shirt, essence of the guns.
get an eye patch.
Yes, that would be Wolf. Yep, that's Wolfram.
I kind of wanted to do everything.
You're right.
Susie, I assume
I
you're
am
talking about
much
Soda?
better. Still
Yeah, she's been
very
I
tired,
heard talking
recently.
but that's not going to go away for a while.
So she's been doing fine. But then again, that's
Probably not be getting too much sleep.
Yeah, I heard her talking
I'm gonna
about
say
how
this in the
she was
nicest way
taking you her
possible.
Miko
You look like you
training.
haven't slept all week.
So I given her my number. And
Thank you for noticing.
any of
I haven't.
The,
We made out in the middle of
But
shrines
also,
that I have been
I'm
doing
not
my
trying to hide it.
Beans so that Benedict.
So there is a good chance that might be too far away.
I'm wearing sweatpants.
I'm sure she qualifies for.
Yeah.
You're very
Oh,
late.
I'm aware.
Make
Plus, you're not wearing makeup.
Yeah.
They were unfortunately unable to make that
So yeah,
It's terrible, I know.
thinks that
Because normally you have a very
she
distinct
wants to
smell.
get the locations
Like,
from me.
I still know it's you,
Got
but
my
it's
number.
Well,
different.
I
I'm not sure
wear
whether or not
perfume
they're far,
normally.
too
now I
far
feel
away
like
or close
I
enough.
can say I've been there.
Yeah,
I'm sure she has certain
Because I've
And I
requirements
do a
as
lot
far
more
as for me.
of a skincare routine.
But because I travel a lot,
Which
I know how to take
I haven't been doing.
and traverse far distances.
I'm still taking baths though. Very long baths. Baths.
I end up doing having one just to see if there's a local anchor point near it. Makes travel a lot easier.
I don't think Ivanka would let me get away without taking care of myself at all.
Teleportation, trains, portal,
Yeah.
locations.
I'm pretty sure she'd at least make sure.
Everything nowadays,
She's
that people have
definitely been making sure that I eat.
traveling rather than a backpacking trip.
I wouldn't be here if I hadn't eaten.
Drinking.
Let me show you something.
I haven't checked if they have any that go directly to Zafira or to 8. But
You eat the blood or you
I
drink
do
it? What's
know
the technical?
where
Technically, it's drink.
a lot of
I don't know that many vampires, admittedly.
One of these days coming up, I'm going to actually revisit them myself to make sure I can find
I mean,
new
that makes
shortcuts
sense.
for
You
her
shouldn't
if she does
know that many
decide.
of us.
Yeah.
It'll be appreciated.
But speaking of giving my number out,
I moved in the Roland's place. And
you're a teacher
Well,
there,
Jerry
so I
settled
assume
in.
you're one of
He
the
told us.
higher-ranking people.
I'm glad you're right.
Or do you?
I'm sorry
you're
I
one of the
haven't really
people to
been
go to for possibly,
contactable for the last few days.
'cause
No, you
I do a lot of tracking
They're like,
with
they're fine.
my sight, hearing, and
Admittedly,
smell.
I've been kind of keeping a low
If he
profile.
just needs any restocking
Yeah,
of
that's a
ingredients
good
of
idea.
any sort,
For now.
or tracking of creatures and things
I'm
like
just
that,
focusing
I
on
can
work and
usually find things. pretty
making sure
easily, or
Jerry
have some
doesn't
sort of
tear up
reference
Roland's
and a
house.
general location.
Well, I'll.
Which he hasn't.
Yeah, you have a card on you, I can
But
hand
I
him
think
his
that's because
address.
he can actually get outside at Roland's place, and he's got more Roland space.
Appreciate it. We usually have
We've
drones.
learned that Jerry likes to watch the
also
Aurora.
good at tracking too, but it's always good to have something more,
Goes and sits
especially
up
if we
in the room
can't
and just kind of watches the sky at night.
send out the drones at the time, or they're not compatible with the area.
I think it's like
Yeah, I
where
assumed
it's
a
from in
big
the void,
organization
but
like Aegis would have their own
I don't know, I haven't been
suppliers,
there.
but
I
doesn't hurt
would
to
It's
have
not.
always
contact.
Exactly, especially when some of them are too busy, or they only take us in higher
maybe I've got no
quantities.
place to go to the void.
Some of them don't let us
Or
ask
any
for
other
extra
plane
supplies unless
if
we
I
do
can
it in
avoid
bulk,
it.
so it's always good to have little stores and shops here and there.
Especially contacts that are just bored and are mostly doing
Yeah.
it for fun, and the money is just a
Yeah,
bonus.
Jerry's been pretty chill. He's actually been hanging out with me down in my workshop while I've been working on the project for Bunny.
Than my actual self.
What are you working on for Bunny?
I mean, I don't really think Miss Cybers cares about
New
the
chassis.
budget, but
Oh,
Fair, just
Yeah. Basically,
Well, I do it more for fun
we've all
than
been
anything
noticing
else.
lately that Bunny's current chassis has been steadily deteriorating. So a few of us banded together to try and
Appreciate
fix
the
that.
information. I'll keep it in mind.
Makes sense.
Kay gathered the materials and actually built a brand new custom core.
Where I can.
And after consulting with Bunny and their wishes,
I appreciate it.
I purchased and am currently modifying a new chassis for them.
Most part, other than like hunting a creature.
Well, we do have medics, non-combatants.
It's almost complete. I just have to add a few of the personalization pieces that Bunny has selected. But this weekend, I'm going to be moving the new chassis and a small workstation over to Elise's place.
Hunter-gatherer was really, but
and
more for the gathering source.
Together with Elise,
We have a hunter
Evil,
that,
and Kanto,
goes and gathers materials for
we're gonna
ammunition.
We're going to transfer Bunny's programming from her current chassis to her new one.
As long as you know what you're doing. I mean, I guess.
Oh,
this is more
Yeah,
Elise's territory. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah,
if you need a creative hand, then let me know. Though I might be kind of busy.
Appreciate it. But yeah, no, this is something that several of us have been working on for a long time at this point. Like I said, Kay made a custom core. I purchased and am customizing the new chassis, and Elise and Kanto are going to help facilitate the data transfer of Bunny's consciousness, for lack of a better term, from the old to the new.
Please make sure the black mold can't go inside Bunny this time.
There's black mold in Bunny?
Yes.
Before I
Honestly, that
package
makes
up
sense.
the new chassis, I'm going to give it a thorough decontamination.
Were they not waterproofed?
No.
I don't think
Can
so.
you work on waterproofing? Wouldn't that be a thing
several
for that
unusual
one?
things inside Bunny.
So that way Bunny doesn't, explode in the water.
But including a hot dog, melted jelly beans.
Well, this new chassis is going to have waterproofing, weatherproofing, all the bells and whistles, and we are going to try and repair and recondition the old chassis.
Good.
But the thing not a lot of people realize, Bunny's current chassis is over 300 years old. Parts for that chassis aren't available.
We didn't say it was a good thing.
Parts of that chassis aren't available. They have to be like custom machined.
So, all's well that ends
So this
well.
is upgrading Bunny to a new body is
They're also
overall a better option. Like we'll still keep her current chassis as an emergency backup, but
excuse me.
They're aware of their surroundings.
Sorry, excuse me.
I would say more aware of their surroundings.
Hello.
So they exist in a capacity.
Dude.
Yeah. They're
limited compared to modern day
Better.
sets.
Much better.
Yeah, I mean, I
Is there an area nearby that I shouldn't go to? I want to get a vent about.
So Bunny's current.
Technically, we're renting this location, and it's under the protection of several organizations, including Ranger and Juridic Orders. So, if you do anything to the natural order of things, they will go after you, and we will not protect you.
I have absolutely no. I have absolutely no want or need to do anything mischievous. I just want to walk about and relax.
Walking, perfectly fine.
Oh no.
Processing speed is no.
Perfectly fine. There is a cabin nearby, right over there, and then in that direction, there's a watchtower. There are facilities, beds, and stuff that you can use.
Given her a
fuck.
And they fuck.
Sometimes it's okay to go on the watchtower, but not go in it.
Are they aware of like how
You can go in the watchtower. It's fine.
comprehend things, or?
Oh, all right. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I believe we've been introduced, but I can't recollect the name.
Nice to meet you. My name is Eyes.
yeah.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Can't
Complete
imagine
knowledge
living
of
like that,
Bunny's
honestly.
current operations. just like I said, several of us have been working to improve
Have a nice walk.
quality of life, and
Thank you very much. I
fortunately,
appreciate the conversation,
all that work is going to be
I wish you all the best in them a better life
Finley.
than they currently have had.
Pleasure to meet you, Finley.
When?
We should probably get her out of that apartment
Yes.
as well.
When?
Beat her, probably go around a bit bad apartment building.
Whenever you want. Give me later. Or do you
To
now?
note,
yeah.
Wolfram is not here. Neither is Casey.
Get funny.
They both left about 30 minutes ago.
Not now.
Yeah, they
We are mostly guests at the moment. We should address it with the proper members.
Very well.
We can organize something through the comms. Right, I still need to change my name. You should probably change yours too.
Yeah.
Tell people not to call you my name.
Not a legal name change. You.
Just username.
It's important. Oh, that, yes.
Username on the chat room, so that way the names are not inside of the logs. Ivanka told me we should do that.
Then we'll have to wipe them, alas.
You could
Have to ask
archive them
Elise for
first.
that.
I could. On a private server, at least.
Mhm.
I don't want someone to be able to.
Talk
read.
to Elise. Sure.
Elise.
No more.
I don't think anyone's getting hold of Elise right now. She was talking in the chat room earlier and she's kinda half asleep. By the sounds of it.
Jesus.
She's probably working again.
Yeah, probably. Or she only slept. Or she's been up since
Either one.
The weight of that coffin gets heavy after.
Something metaphorical about that.
What?
It's fine. Talking less than myself.
Oh. There's also something I want to talk to you about later. Not
Okay.
not urgent, but important.
Very well. We don't live together anymore, so you're gonna have to either talk to me about it.
I know. I'm not crashing at Rollins. I'm okay, all things considered.
Good.
Just kinda adjusting to a new space.
Pee-pee.
Have we met?
Pee-pee vampire.
I don't think we have, no, but I take it, given the energy, that you are the guild mistress?
That is correct. My name is Madam Mona Didama. Don't mind the gag. I'm in a bit of a emotionally volatile state. I am a banshee. Any scream of
I
mine
figure
is
that's
lethal.
for the best.
I was-
Yes, I had agents'
I'm gonna be honest,
eardrums ruptured before. Where?
I thought you were wearing the gag as
I
a
wish
fashion
that was all I
accessory.
did. What?
I thought you were wearing the gag as a fashion accessory for a minute.
Oh,
I mean, I
no.
don't judge people.
Although it is quite cute. It is a heart shape.
I like the color.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a box of them at work.
Yes, but
This
it's a
one's
pleasure
quite
to meet
special.
you.
The
I am
pleasure.
Hezekiah.
Hopefully,
Officer,
will be mutual.
for the most part, yes. I mean, I'm always open to meeting new people, given everything.
As am I.
I believe you've already met Scaris, one of the other officers, and one of my friends.
Oh, yes, I have.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you and the other guild members here. Seems to be a relaxing campsite you have going.
It's the goal.
For now,
You want me
yes.
to fall asleep.
It will not be the mainstay area.
Oh yeah.
The
You'll wake up in an entirely different area.
Under
You'll
control.
be carrying it everywhere.
It should be done soon, in fact.
Well, that's good to know. At least there'll be somewhere.
You're okay to fall asleep. I got you.
I've heard bits and pieces from my agents, and well, the card that I was handed
I'm gonna try
from one of the others is to be able to give me a breakdown of exactly the purposes.
What are you?
The purposes of what?
True.
The guild here.
Oh,
That's
well,
cool.
here at
For now,
modern mythic relations
I'll just
or
rest.
for sure.
At least unless something crazy
We
happens.
strive to bridge the connection between the races, whether it be platonic, romantic, diplomatic, micro, or macro. In addition, in order to help assist this bridge, we are specializing in exporting a plethora of either devices or tonics or anything in between in order to help assist in civil living. After all,
Understood.
one could not even handshake an earth elemental safely. Crush the finger's bones in one firm grip.
Oh, believe me, I
And that's
understand
no
that
way
one.
to treat a friend or a stranger. Of course, there is the more lewd, pretty side of it as well.
Oh, right.
But it is not the only therapy. It's just my favorite part, personally.
Yes, I know an ancient Wanasphere that would probably like to hang out. If she could leave her spring.
Oh, I was quite excited for a moment there. I love meeting others of my kin. But I understand that it is difficult to leave one's domain. I am only here by consequence of a specific circumstance which I won't specify.
No need to. But it is, you know, nice to have such a calming atmosphere given, well, everyone here comes from a different walk of life. Or on life.
Yes. I am quite fond of how comforting the place is. It is what atmosphere I try to promote most. Well, that and terror, carousal, of course.
Well,
Don't talk about that.
welcome back.
Understood.
I'm not careful. You'll really, actually, very deeply fall asleep.
No, no, I don't.
Indeed, yes.
Fall into my web.
I've had my fair share of run-ins with other entities. Yuki-onna almost froze
It doesn't
himself
help
one time, but
that I'm warm.
that ended poorly.
Yes.
Personally,
By fire.
have a
Hooking you.
ulterior motive in making this cube.
I was already
You know,
tired
it's
before you
just
got here.
cool, but it's a little selfish of us to start up in things, but
I can tell.
we help as much as we can, right?
I know.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
But honestly, I figured that if I had made a guild of
okay.
then it would
You have to try very hard not to be kid.
And perhaps I would
I
find
should
a
have put on
way
makeup.
Very hard.
to not
At least.
anymore
No.
without killing
No,
one
you're
another.
okay.
I could hide this so easily.
Well, that's quite the,
Concealer,
ordeal to go
some
through.
color correction.
I hope that eventually
Whatever you want to do is okay.
The ectogasm allowing
I find it just attractive,
to actually contact
no matter what.
the living. Even a simple fact is lethal. And on top of that, my moans are such too. It's quite a vexing prospect.
Well, unfortunately, we would be quite incompatible with my patron.
For now, yes. Until I find a solution. One day, perhaps. The gag is cute, but I would like a more permanent solution. In terms of safety.
And if you want to know what coffin...
Well, if you ever need some type of research material or how things interact,
You're
not like that. I mean,
dead.
no, I mean,
You're a coffin of holding.
I usually do things of the holy nature, and if you need magic type of... You know, I'm just gonna...
Call yourself Hezekiah, so that way she'll know you're Hezekiah.
Well, if you need assistance with that, I could provide a gag. You could borrow mine if you want.
Ah, there it is.
I don't know how to respond to that one.
If you are not comfortable, I will cease.
We can also sell one to you.
Oh, so I have your permission.
Definitely. You know what? Fair enough, fair enough. It's fine. I can slide right off. Mm-hmm.
I just realized
So
I
you're
have
good boy
something I
or
could
a
advise
bad
you.
boy?
There's no right answer to that question.
There isn't a
I'm
right
just figuring out
answer.
whether or not he is obedient.
You're not helping. Shh.
Oh, who's in there?
That would be the Archangel of Nature telling me that I'm not quoting that.
Oh, hello, Archangel of Nature. Are you interested in a throuple?
Okay.
She's questioning that. She's never had that word before. Ariel, I don't feel like you want to know at the same time as I know you want to know.
Well,
Right,
I'd
now
be
she
more
wants
than
to know what
happy
that
to
is.
explain. A throuple would be a third partner in a sexual engagement, or romantic, whichever.
Yes. I remember that quite well.
Oh, okay. She doesn't actually do that sort of thing. Especially with her
Alas. Alas. You never know, some angels are not exactly alive to behold.
Huh?
Did you just find a musical play? I have a cello in my coffin. I wouldn't mind playing it a bit. Do you want?
sort of deal.
Yes,
I know.
It depends whether or not the authorities will get involved, depending on what you play.
Yes.
They won't. It's classical.
That does not mean
Be
anything.
the goodest boys. Yes.
Really?
No.
Even then?
Even then.
Such a good point.
So disappointing. No.
Well,
Really that.
the unfortunate thing is, while the original songs of all the classics, they are well past their point of copyright. Anyone's playing of it can be copyrighted.
That's rather disappointing.
Also, I
Yes.
don't know what kind of interaction
And
would
they're
happen.
very
What you
easy
need to
to
do-
confuse. Given.
What you need to do, that's true. What you need to do is find specific soundtracks that are explicitly for public use, or find soundtracks and put them through a database. There are databases.
Thank you. That is great help because I want to play my cello. Spent so much time getting it rebuilt.
You need not explain.
Yes. I apologize for the authoritarian practices of the...
Yes, it's true. The sound of fucking rain got me muted. The motherfucker. The motherfucking rain. I got muted for ocean sounds.
Completely understand you.
Ocean sounds with bells. There weren't even bells. So fucking mad.
Authoritarian was an
If someone is not
understatement.
comfortable with the situation and they say no, you simply stop. No question.
Interesting how
No one should have to explain themselves.
distance and probably time, they're still the same.
Oh,
Nothing changes with that.
I just got pinged.
You got pinged? By what?
Oh, police and Echo said hello.
Oh! Tell them I said hello.
Actually, Mona.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to see you again, madame, but I'm afraid I must take my leave. Hope you have
It is
a good
good
night.
to see
Goodbye, Roland.
Rest well, my dear.
Mona.
Have a good night.
Yes.
Should
We
we?
want to talk to you.
Should we have a
Yes.
organize a
Maybe if my work
department
doesn't keep
head
me-
meeting for the thing we need to talk about? Or just go
Probably.
straight into it?
Both.
Warn the department heads first. Then we have a proper one with the rest.
Okay. That's okay.
You get to be a part of a department.
I picked an interesting
My first
time to join this guild, did I?
I guess I'll continue around the circle
Yes.
of introductions.
Yeah.
Every guild has their fascinating prospects. Things rarely all come for long.
That makes it all the more entertaining, dearie.
Well,
I know. I'm so sorry.
I wouldn't have lived as long as I have been doing what I've been doing without
I
wanting
need to turn them down just a little bit.
entertainment from time to time, of course.
They're very loud. With my earmuffs on.
Yeah. Normally Echo's around here.
Some people
Start off with people food,
different
drinks, and level
Being
with
so
himself.
comfy.
He's actually taking a night off for once.
Well,
Thursday,
it also doesn't help that you smell so nice.
keeping him in a bed. And by keeping him
I smell like me because I haven't had time to actually take a shower.
every time he stands up.
I'd quite like to know this too. I don't have the ability.
Echo's a workaholic.
I guess that's hard to describe a little bit.
That I understand.
He smells very masculine for sure.
I've started to.
muscular newt.
Come here, Mona.
That's why I like
Come here.
the job that I'm doing, because I only
Yes.
work specific days.
I'm not actually doing this. Bonk.
To be fair,
Rest
mushroom
assured, I'm not actually doing this either.
be an actually good smell.
Are you open for your mix?
That does nothing for me aside of cold.
I know,
So,
but it makes me feel better.
I met a wide variety of spectral entities, but yours, one quite as such as yourself, I don't believe I've had the interest in running into.
We don't tend to get out much.
Do you mind me asking what you are?
A banshee.
Good night, kitty!
Other one that's been able to live quite a long
What is saying? Huh? What
time.
do you mean? Who can you really hear?
I haven't
Who's
actually
it?
heard of a banshee before. That's quite interesting.
You haven't?
Oh, okay.
We're quite popular in media.
I haven't seen Paul lately.
We are a ghost that... Oh, you are. Ignorant, is that fair?
Actually have her phone number now, I think about it.
Well, I would have asked to join this guild if I didn't want to learn things.
I see. To sum it up,
You want to be more
we
comfortable?
are ghosts, usually brides who had died upon their wedding nights, in gruesome, horrible, mangled ways. And we have a death causing straight scream.
Hello.
Sucks the life out of people.
That is interesting. I never think I've been more fascinated by something in my life. Well, besides, well, my predicament with the mask, but otherwise.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
What? Is it
That is
stuck?
very interesting. Cursed, actually. The entire clothing. Can't take it off, don't know what I am, prevents any memories, and it makes me behave like a bird.
You have your sunset ideas again.
I don't know if this is crude to ask, but how do you pee? You can just not answer.
Prestidigitation.
You're a problem.
Prestidigitation spells.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
I'm your problem.
Yes, it takes a great deal of time to gather the materials for such a thing.
Yeah.
But
Very much.
I'm able to blame myself.
Well, I don't know if I go.
Very good. That is dreadful, actually. That is probably
I
one
could
of
try
the
and turn him
worst
back up
I've
again,
ever heard
but
of.
he's really loud for me.
I'm able to clean myself, thankfully, to a very sterile degree, but that's the issue with the catalyst. But I actually had a variety of prestidigitation made for such a thing. Thankfully, my guild sisters didn't mind helping me at the time, but that was some time ago.
I recently learned that spell.
That human came
Prestidigitation.
broke the guy's jaw and threw him in the river.
Did you learn that other spell?
There's a spirit here.
Admittedly, he had a
Oh, yes, I did.
Perfect.
I'm not particularly good at it, but I can cast it now.
I had that.
There's a spirit here named Kisei. She knows, she taught me prestidigitation.
Wonderful. It's a very useful thing to learn. I can't cast it myself. I have to use a runic glove with a mana gathering enchant on it that allows me to, well, force the mana into a spell to cast it.
Yeah, he's just really.
Yes. What I learned from her, though, is
really
apparently
loud.
the incantation for prestidigitation.
He's really
You can
loud.
use any words in it as long as it fits within the. It's interchangeable as long as you insert prestidigitation. That too. Wow, I'm an asshole.
That's a good one. I like it. But if you like, dear, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to learn more about you in due time. I can understand you being the guild mistress. You're a very busy woman, so I won't take too much of your time, but, well, you've got my interest.
So long as you're not trying to exorcise me, I see no reason to be reluctant.
Absolutely not, dear. Absolutely not, dear. I wouldn't think of it.
Very good.
At least that's when it's on all fours.
Then I have no qualms.
Wonderful.
That's as far as actual animals.
The beastkin here has caught my attention as well.
Monkey. It's interesting.
Well, perhaps talk to them instead of referring to them in the third person. That usually helps.
I have. I met two, Jane and I believe... I've talked to them a little bit, but I'd like to talk to them more freely. I'd like to talk to you more sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Kidding me.
You okay?
Just learn more things about you, your race, what you do, all that type of thing.
You're right. This is more complicated.
Exist if I am.
You're a problem.
Actually do read it.
get you another copy of that book.
A what?
The book? I got you.
Oh yeah.
That book.
He was at my place.
Okay, I'll get you another copy.
Alas.
What?
Unfortunate.
I can get you one too, Mona!
Huh?
Or you can just come over and read it again.
Huh?
Probably just get me.
He had a small book.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
I would be fine with meeting up for a read, but no one should come to the
Yeah,
bar
don't
for a
recommend.
while.
It had an orc in it.
Oh.
Very rare.
I finally
Some are rare.
realized how there's not very many good ones with orcs in them. Or with anything. And a majority of them are straight.
But its taste was smart.
Ugh.
Yeah, you were saying.
I know.
Ivanka might be right.
So, I have tried
I hate saying that
Also-
because she's going to nag me about it.
with the way my regeneration works. I need
Right about what?
That I should publish.
You should. I agree with her.
Ah,
Mm.
not exactly.
so it
View it as you putting karmic balance into the world.
I should probably just send my coffin off if I'm going to lounge about.
How do you eat?
a human would heal something from I feel it over a space day.
Unzips the lower half of her mouth, of her mask, and unhinges the jaw.
Yeah,
That's
I
fun.
can see how that
Does it look like a normal mouth?
detrimental.
Yes, though you can't see her mouth.
Mm.
You can't see her mouth, actually. It looks open.
I don't get that.
Fun.
I basically
Oh! 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 Is the stream dead? Is the stream dead? Or is it just this? Are we dead? Am I gone? Have I passed away? Have I perished? No? Stream? Stream is still here? Okay, cool. I'm so hungry! Ah! I do it again.
I do what? This? Is it doing this a lot today?
Guessing the flux took you.
Yes!
Explain in greater detail.
It took many of us, I see.
Afterwards, hit her and me up.
Bird.
No, we legitimately left for the night.
Oh.
We're just post show.
Bird. Yeah! I gotta get my gay in. I still got like a little bit of time left. Bird. 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 Bird.
Let's go. Stop meandering, start talking about potions, whatever projects I'm working on.
Hello. Welcome back.
Notes become more.
It took me. Took me.
Do you mind flipping the other way?
Oh.
Disjointed. If that makes any sense.
Sorry.
Good job.
Good, but there's more nutrients.
You're okay.
That makes sense, yes.
Plus, sometimes it just tastes better.
Every time I try to remember how I got the thing, the clothing, any of it, right out.
I like that look.
Smiling?
Some point in time.
I'm thinking of certain things. Look.
Though for some reason,
Oh, I'm thinking of many things.
stopped.
I'm aware.
Unfortunate. One day I would like to be out of these.
like low temperature.
You know, I didn't think the first outfit I ripped off of you would be the hoodie.
Something like that.
No. But thankfully this one is less important to me. So if you struggle to actually fix it, it's not a big deal.
But the worst part of it all.
I won't struggle to fix it, it would just take a while.
Ah. That works.
That's a lot.
I am on a quest to become no longer a virgin.
I'm probably like overestimating things.
But anyone I touch dies.
It looks like I never clean my sink. Just based on how much I go through a day.
Yeah, that's bad.
I quite like sushi, poetry, theater, songs.
That's one of my favorite things to eat, however.
As do I.
Just a fancy snack for me.
Yeah, he's back.
You could be a Phantom of the Opera. Oh. You okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm struggling, but I'm fine.
That is understandable.
Your eye color indicates that.
Admittedly, I am feeling quite taxed at the moment. So I don't think I'll be able to give
The
a
one
proper
benefit of wearing
performance.
sweatpants.
But
Yeah. Yes.
are comfy.
Jaded never change.
Ah.
To be fair, I only heard that. I wasn't paying attention to the rest.
You're a very lucky word.
There are some things I can do without hearing.
Mona,
yes,
can you turn this way? Slightly.
yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh God, what's happening?
I'm very loud, is what's happening.
Hand pats.
I was gonna say, did you get taller or were you always this tall?
I got much taller, for I am closer to my mangled form. My truer form.
Technically, if what I think happened between you two actually happened, you've seen the how she is when she's in the manor. Well, not exactly this. She's more this, less now.
Remember when I became as tall
I
as
hope
the
she doesn't
hallways?
either.
There. Does Puppy remember some fond memories?
Don't play that way, please. I have very, very horrid memory. Quite literally.
The answer to your question is yes.
I want to make sure I indeed heard it. This mask lies to me more often than it tells me the truth.
No one is permitted. No one has to share information
wanna
that
do?
they're uncomfortable with sharing. As much as I am
You?
sure it is a sore sticking point with you.
What I mean specifically, when we leave here, do you
Well-
want to?
I need to get you new clothes.
It's quite alright. It's why I am here.
And
Yes.
then we should go to the safe house. Whichever one you want.
Do
Do you want to
you think
snap?
you can make it to the safe house?
Yes.
I mean, I won't say
If
no,
you'd let
but
me.
thanks. Or coming over because,
If you tease me, then I probably won't.
I will.
have you
I
ever
will-
watched Gilbert and Sullivan?
What is that?
Fine, I'll refrain. We do actually need to get close.
I know. I mean, technically, I could try to
You were to show me
illusion you some clothes, but the more magic I use, the more blood that I use. And then I'll probably bite you harder. And I shouldn't do that right now, because you're recovering.
That sounds like a win-win.
It's a show.
Ah, that's fair.
I see.
No.
Also-
It's a live stage show.
Jaden,
Yeah.
play. If you do decide to agree to that, remember that his ghost, so, like, it's cold.
Yeah. No, I'm aware.
A lot of water.
Here, let me scoot over. Yes, go. Let's go. Go.
You lot don't mind if I join the social circle, do you? I don't want to.
I mean, you're already in the social circle.
Yes.
You just sit right there if you want. Let's...
That's quite nice of you. I haven't seen a show of that variety in a very dreadfully long time. Since I was alive, in fact.
Oh,
Thank you.
poor dear.
Truly.
You poor dear.
You're welcome.
That isn't just me being seductive. I am sincere. Thank you.
By the way, a note, Mr. Ice.
Yeah.
When I say
Yes.
mask of ice, it quite literally does.
Okay.
Hallucinations, auditory and visual, all the time.
I'm sorry for that.
I got introduced by somebody I used to work
No,
with.
you're fine. I'm informing you because of your
That's so.
status in this organization.
Yeah.
It may become a
That's fair.
liability of sorts, so I'm informing you as
But-
it is your job.
Question for you.
The show tunes.
Has someone tried to dispel the mask?
I'm glad that you haven't forgotten the arts.
Multiple times.
I was quite sad when I heard that poetry has fallen out of fashion.
And every time the mask is.
It has. I shouldn't do that then.
I know.
Technically, actually, no. No, actually, it hasn't. It just evolved.
How did it evolve?
How so?
Rap. Poetry to a beat.
Oh.
I don't know about
Not
that
entirely wrong. Although,
It depends on the specific artist.
Sure, if you want.
I would love to.
You should be.
They play so much rap music at work. You have no idea.
I would also like to make a point at some point.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, Mona, we can watch musicals together. I have a lot of them recorded.
I would love to. I would be quite happy to.
I think you've missed out on some of the big important ones.
Have you seen Wicked?
Yes. I saw it live.
I don't know that she would have seen really any of classic Broadway. By my theory, she's probably only seen the very, very old, which means a lot of opera.
Wait.
Not that opera's bad.
Wait. Wait. Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton is on the list.
It's a play and rap.
Hamilton's fucking great.
It's also a pretty good transition
retelling
because
of
it's much more
historical
like
events.
opera.
But with rap.
Wait, Mona, were you alive during the American Revolution?
If she was in Victorian era, then yes. Or dead, I guess.
Okay,
She was dead during the historical. Correct. Am I wrong in my historical?
Yes.
I apologize, Mr. Eyes. The My recounting of history is
admittedly was not very interested in America. I was interested in Thornville.
Well,
Yeah,
you'll
fair
probably
enough.
be much more interested after this. Hamilton has that way with people.
About events from the era.
It's historically accurate.
I wouldn't say it's
Technically, it's
entirely
just-
historically accurate, but it is,
Artistic license,
yeah.
but it's mostly accurate.
Oh, well, that is the case with every play. I'm still quite excited to see what they will do with it.
I think you'll like it a
All
lot.
of the Greek plays were quite lovely.
We get to introduce you to the joys of the slime tutorial.
True.
The slime tutorial?
To get around...
Slime girls are theater now?
To get around copyrights,
So,
they'll call the videos slime
People-
tutorials.
Oh, interesting.
So, to put in, sure, to be specific, plays have a very small amount of people that can actually watch them because they have to physically go to the location, get a ticket, sit there.
Yes.
So a lot of people view
Was it not?
some people view it as a bit of classist.
Well, it was an incarnation of the rich, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, you were
It's-
essentially. But
Technically
it
speaking,
it extended
it's-
outward.
plays like Hamilton are ways for, well, a lot of plays actually, are ways for the more affluent to feel like they're a part of something. More specifically, a part of
Yes,
what the poor
exactly.
is going through.
It was one of the only ways that I could actually find table-side conversation.
It's a way for them to feel more connected to those who are lower. And to bring up those types of
So-
topics to them. At least those types of plays.
That
Oh, it should have been Orc Place. I wish there was Orc Place in your time. That would have been a good idea.
Alas, no, they rarely got an opportunity to express much of anything, really. I remember when the drums would be stomped out on the streets.
Thankfully that changed.
Do they still play horns? Or is that gone now?
Say it again?
Do they still play on horns?
Yes. Well, the more traditional. There are metal horns now.
Oh, drat. There was a time where the elves were introducing their superior instruments. Or I guess technically humans. So eventually the horn was phased out. Or at least that was their plan. I was there when
The
they
horn and the
discussed
war
it at
drum.
tableside.
Yes.
What I would give again to hear Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture again.
Someone played that over the speakers at work and scared the shit out of everyone.
It's my
No one
favorite
was
song.
expecting a cannon blast.
Yes, that's an actual instrument. Part of the entire song, actually. My favorite song
Are you still tired?
that I would have to say
Yes.
would be Vivaldi's
Which is
Storm.
making this hard to hide.
That's fair.
Specifically played on the piano.
My eyes are always that color.
I'm hearing the entire
Oh,
orchestra.
and I like them that way.
They're gonna change soon, sadly. Red Orcs, I think.
Fitting about
I'm
with
glad.
Adam.
but at least in
I'd realize
private,
that my
I can still see them.
fingers, when arranged in such a manner,
Though,
look
I
like a
admit, it could be fun to try that in a private setting.
Enjoy that, are you?
Interesting.
Yes. I like to put my fingers.
So, like cosplay.
I guess so.
I was always jealous of the fitters who had long.
You want to do a half orc?
Individual here not too long ago.
Wow. the half orc that never exists. The scrawny, like tiny one. The only half orc that I'll be attracted to. That doesn't exist.
Your fantasy half orc.
My hands were annoyingly small, so I always warned, let my nails grow longer.
You can do a cat boy too.
To pretend.
That'll make me feel a little weird.
When they're long, they are not exactly precise, as you can see.
What about you?
Wrinkled.
All of mine are more monstrous fantasies.
I like claws to be a lot longer.
Okay.
They're a little harder to fake.
I keep them trimmed down.
That's fair.
I imagine for convenience, yes.
Such sum it up. Yeah.
It's all stab your bone.
That too.
I wonder.
I guess maybe with illusions and
His hair is slightly coarser.
Oh, I just noticed the ring. That's quite fetching, resembling an open maw.
I need to get
Yeah.
you a shower.
My cousin got that for me.
Yeah, dude, I need to better.
It's quite good.
Also need new clothes and a bed. Oh my god, I need so many things. So many things to do.
He definitely got it as a joke. He took me a while to get the joke, admittedly.
I genuinely really like it.
Yeah.
On the plus side,
I
Finley,
can
you
go
don't
get-
have to argue for much to make them, well, lack of them.
What?
Oh, hello.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
what were you saying?
Oh!
I
What were you
was
saying
saying
about me?
that because he is not in his clothes right now, it wouldn't be hard to convince him to be without.
Okay.
That is true.
Also not hard to convince me to be without anyway. With you.
I wish I could wear other things.
You did that one time.
In there, sister.
Yes.
I guess that might be
convinced
difficult for you.
Kenzo to get a new outfit. We're talking about it, and I was just throwing out ideas. And I suggested for him a skin-tight crop top and ripped jeans. He's on board with the idea, so I must have said something right.
That sounds lovely, actually. Quite dashing.
I
Could do a leather jacket.
thing. I do wear things.
I used to
T-shirts.
I have one.
Pants. I just wear this because it's comfortable.
Well, no longer anymore. I don't
I have
have.
a tail to contend with.
Do you have a good
Also, my computer. Computer.
I have.
You
To
can
build it
play on
again.
my laptop for now.
It might be good to get one. It's always important.
Well, it's hard to play together.
Yeah. I just like jeans
True.
and button-up shirts.
And get you into console gaming and get you to Switch.
I am a Switch.
I've heard of these video
Occasionally.
games, but I've never much.
Sometime soon.
Really?
I've heard of these video games, but no one's ever shown me.
I'm just not very good at the top part.
I need to make sure I have. I get one.
It's okay. I'm equally bad at the bottom part.
It's like you might have worked on showing me a corset and.
But if you ever want to
that's
try
a
it, you can.
nipple.
Oh, same for you.
Well, admittedly, corsets is... A lot of women at the time wish they could live without. I being one of them. Suffocating.
We have show corsets at work. The main I'm open to wearing one. The main problem was It was designed for someone who's 2 feet shorter than me.
They've actually made advancements to make them much more comfortable now.
It got stuck on my head.
Are they now? But yes, no, that is quite dreadful. You should only wear a corset that it's made for you. That is so dangerous.
Actually, I need to go on a patrol.
And I probably...
Suck you by her temperamental lawn.
Don't make me tempted.
They were set on
I am in a state right now.
Gonna take no for an answer.
Oh dear.
That was an interesting
Luckily, the
movement.
contracts we all signed,
Don't worry about it.
actually prohibit
Okay.
us from killing anyone on
No.
premises.
I can walk.
I'll be back.
Have you ever considered just wearing a jacket?
Patrol.
And not
I have one.
shorts? No, I mean like only wear one. Did I hear that right? You're leaving?
I'm not leaving. Just going on patrol.
I know.
Oh,
We're going.
okay.
They were
No,
asking.
we're going towards
Behind
the
you.
door.
Yes, because I have to go towards the door so that I can go out this way.
Yeah. I can't tease you anymore.
No,
You're fun.
because if you keep teasing me, then I'm gonna have a problem.
Yes.
I mean, I'm alright, I already have a problem, but more of one.
My favorite pastime, though. I love teasing.
Mhm. I mean, technically, if you want me to be a problem, you can keep going.
Oh, I would love for you to be a problem, but that would mean that you're everyone else's problem. You're only my problem. No one else.
Fair. I'll probably leave pretty soon to go and find you some clothes. Probably best if you either stay here or we meet at a specific location. Given
We would probably have to meet at a specific location because way to communicate with you because your cell towers for
True.
fallen.
That's why I say either stay here or we meet somewhere specific because I don't want to I don't want them to catch you for just your clothes, you know?
Yeah.
Besides, red on red.
I trust you to
It's not gonna look that good.
True, I just look naked at that point.
Uh-huh.
I look like I have wrinkles.
I mean, you could go shirtless, but I mean, I think that would draw some attention.
You're very lucky you're in the state you're in because my initial instinct when you said that was to just take off.
Ha! How does that make me lucky? That makes me unlucky. That means I can't see you shirtless. Right now.
Well, you're gonna see me shirtless anyway. A little bit.
Right now. That means I have to wait. Which is horrible.
It's okay. Okay to wait. Makes it worth it.
You're worth waiting for, but still.
Always have to check this area. I trust you to get me the clothes that you think look good. Plus, I'm pretty sure you know my measurements more than anybody right now.
I am very aware.
Outside of my own tailor.
Mm.
God, I'm not gonna be able to go to my own tailor for a little while.
No, and she's going to be very disappointed. I'm sure. Well, they're going to be very disappointed. I guess I don't know very much about your tailor. But you lost your suit.
Yes, I did.
That was very hard work from them. Considering how nice it is.
Yes, it was. Especially with the magic thread I had to give them. The thing in the back.
Ooh. You know, despite the fact that it does, in my opinion, make me look less professional, I can tease you.
You could.
And it's very easy. Because I know what you like. At least I know most of what you like at this point. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. I'm just glad you and Mona never conspired.
Maybe we should.
Saying nothing to that.
I mean, I am intending to get to know her better.
When we get to the safe house, since I have her with me, you can just show up if you wanted to.
True.
Watch musicals on your laptop.
But that might want to wait until at least 4 hours in.
There. And actually probably an hour or two after that, because, you know, cleaning up.
Which I will take care of for the most part, considering you're still recovering.
When I get better, I can start doing presentation everywhere, so you don't actually do anything.
True.
Clean itself.
And I'll at least
I should learn.
try not to bite you. Even though I really want to.
I lost the spell books. I did. Thankfully, the Wickrium, apparently, if you exceed your limit of renting out the book, it'll just teleport back to the library. So I just need to wait another week or two and then go back to the aquarium and rent them out again.
True.
I always have to check the rafters because Amanda. I know she's not here right now, but thus we head back to the camp. And then I get to cuddle you more.
I'll probably
Lull you
actually
into sleep.
go ahead and head out to get you clothes. Because if I keep having to wait, I will either fall asleep or something else.
I think the term is jump you.
Yes. Then you really will have a vicious vampire attack.
More anti-supernatural propaganda.
Uh-huh.
Hapless orc attacked by a vampire.
Viciously mauled.
For some reason, they just ended up without their clothes.
Mm-hmm. The clothes, the real victim. And I like that shirt, so I would prefer not to end up ripping it off of you.
I can repair it.
I know. Just you can't
I was
right
trying to
now.
I was trying to learn the fly spell. Getting close to figuring it out. Freaking transmutation runes. Like, transmutation spells are so fucking hard in comparison to admiration. Admiration is so straightforward. It's just basically stop. Where transmutation is like change. Oh, we went the wrong way.
I would have told you that.
You're a very cute distraction.
Imagine. Me distracting you when I'm in a state.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
Never.
For days on end. To be fair, I do like it when you're in.
Huh?
Very satisfying.
I didn't catch that.
I said I like it when you're incoherent. It's very satisfying.
Mm. Well, within 4 hours I won't be entirely incoherent, but
No, it's way too short of a time.
once you're feeling better. Certainly.
Oh, yeah.
And
Don't get me
until
wrong, once
then,
I feel better, nothing
I
is
can
saving you. Yeah.
bring out the nurse outfit.
Good.
It's a perfect time.
And it's actually factual.
You're in need of
and
nursing.
It's actually probably.
Habit of going up to his thing and saying, "Hello, Ludwig," and then sticking the hand in his mouth.
No,
last
sometimes
I heard,
sometimes they show back up and they take you.
because some people
that
break
just-
violence.
Because he made a deal with them.
Does it actually bother you, or is this one of those situations
Yeah.
where...
She put the
Oh no, I
Yes.
threatened to bite
inside
fingers
is an
off
actual
people
like
if I
recipe
try it.
for a cake.
Right, so we
I'm afraid because of you.
No, give me.
My pride and joy.
Okay.
Ah!
Be careful of the fire.
What do you mean?
Very good.
Well, sometimes
Just make sure that they start at first.
Something that they've had before.
And don't get into a fight with someone that you can't win against, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the clothes. Put me down.
And it changes.
There you go.
Specifically
I'll be
As
back.
fast as you get the clothes as quickly as possible, then we get to start.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
flip through it. It's like
Bye,
all of
Mona.
them are just first-
I'll see you later.
they're all first. The rest of them are first.
Oh,
He's so cute.
tell her about the thing. The laptop.
I make
Tell her.
cakes out of combination.
Going.
Oh yeah, that.
Ah. Gay panic, gay panic, gay panic, gay panic, gay panic. Gay panic. Chew. Auto chat. All right. It's time for me to go get off so that way I can get ready for bed. Because I'm eepy. And I have work tomorrow. I have to do chores before I can eep. I don't want to have work. It's terrible. I don't want work. I just want to stream. I want to stream all the time. They should let me. They should just let me stream all the time instead of work. Really. Truly. Okay, who do you want to raid? I also can't wait for Wednesday. It's going to be very exciting. We'll get more Ally time. More Snake. It's very exciting. Very excited about it. Stream my forehead? I don't think my forehead is that interesting. Stream my work? No. Ew. Then you have to watch me, you know, groom dogs. Imagine that. Applied directly to forehead. We can get rock. Bah. Oh my gosh. I don't remember his username. Yuri, what's his username? I'm dying. Fuck 0. 3. Okay. Chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you had a good time today. I hope you had fun. We will do more roleplay on Wednesday. And we might do some Flora VOD watching tomorrow while working on Flora because, dear God, I need to do that. All right. Anyways, have fun with Rock. Please give him many, many wiggles. Goodbye, couples!